Dandadan is the most anticipated anime of the year, experiencing what has claimed to be one of the best modern fandom 20 years. People look back at this current era anime. Oshinoko is going to be the name they bring up. Anime Two Movies and Heroines is the best anime of summer 2024. It really does the anime community as a whole get a show that breaks that barrier. A show that has everyone in their body pillows watching because there is something there for everyone. Frieren is that show.
I did it. I completed my anime watch list for the year. And now, time to break some hearts. 2024. Anime this year was For the last 5 years, we've been getting generation-defining show after generation-defining show. But this year, it seems to be in a hit-or-miss state. That doesn't mean we didn't have bangers, though. It just means we had a lot of forgettable titles. Although I don't count them because their first episodes didn't air this year, I'd be a fool not to realize or at least mention that the continuations held most of these seasons down. The Danger's in My Heart coming back to finish off their sweet romantic tale about learning to love others by learning to love yourself, with a season finale that felt more like a series finale. I know there's more of the manga, but if the anime ended here, I wouldn't even play. Mushoku Tensei Season 2 airing its second part and ending. Okay. How they did that two wives thing was just wild. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I might have to make a whole video about that because I don't know. ReZero fans came back alive this year, and the real best non-controversial fantasy isekai showed us once again why it's at the top. Oshinoko Season 2 pushed me to make a whole video on the greatness of that series. According to manga readers, this video has already aged poorly, but they said the same thing about Attack on Titan, so we'll see. Speaking of anime that I made a video on, their manga ended and they released a season this year. Weird that it's happened twice. My Hero Season 7 made me come out as the MHA defender I am, and I regret nothing. Tomozaki Season 2 continues to be an acquired taste for anime fans that I absolutely love. It's a whole show about social dynamics, and it's fucking brilliant. I don't think it's for everyone, but if you are a fan, send your prayers for Season 3 in the comments below. We don't need to talk about Tower of God Season 2. Fluxus, Bleach, and even Dragon Ball came back this year, all series near and dear to me that you should definitely catch up on if you haven't already. But enough of the recap, we're here to celebrate the newbies. Number 5. You can't have a good anime year without a good romance show. Nay, you can't have a good anime season without a good romance show. Lucky for us, we had several. Alia sometimes admits her feelings. Nope, that's wrong. Alia is Russian sometimes. Nope. Alia sometimes admits her feelings in Russian. That Russian girl anime was a surprise hit to me that seemingly came out of nowhere, but took the hearts of many. The show was fairly good with some nice comedic moments, but I wonder why it was at the top of its season. Sir, yeah? The little sister Yuki? Yeah. What about her? Yeah, she was cool. Yeah, so. Oh, y'all sick son of a... Senpai is Otonoko was a very cute romance and one of the best written love triangles I've seen in a minute. Wouldn't mind a season 2 of that one. A Condition Called Love had a brilliant concept of putting a boy who loves too much and a girl who barely understands what love is together. This anime was like watching a well-written lecture about the meaning of love and how different people display it, all wrapped together in a pretty decent story. Oh, but I enjoyed our honorable mention much more. A Sign of Affection, a bubbly romance with world building, which I can prove. I made a whole video on it. This show did an excellent job of transferring you into the world of its characters with a cast of either love or hate in Oshi's case, and a more adult realistic approach to anime romance. But in this day and age, there are so many anime that come out that naturally the ones that break the tropes stand out more. And if you can break the tropes and tell a banger story, all the better. It's ironic that our number 5 spot goes to an anime all about losing. You ever wonder what happens to the characters that lose out to the main love interest? This one's for you. Again, another anime that I already covered in vivid detail about why I love it so much, but let me talk about another detail that I didn't bring up in my previous video, and that is the passion put into this anime. Director Shotaro Kitamura and the team at A1 Pictures' approach to adapting this light novel was a huge reason why this show managed to win the hearts of fans everywhere, even with it virtually being an unknown title before the anime aired. From the fluid animation to the gorgeous backgrounds to the soundtrack that really gives you that slice of life high school feel, Maki Ine's production wastes no time sucking you into its world, and not to mention our cast in both Japanese and English who ace their roles. If you're a romance fan of any kind, hell, even if you're not, I can't stress enough how much you need to watch Maki Ine. The character writing alone will take you on a fun ride as you'll be laughing, crying, and cheering for anime's new favorite band of losers. Number 4. Hot take! Anime has some of the best world building you'll see in fiction, and this year was no exception. I can't say every show was good and stuck the landing, but I can say we were introduced to some incredible and interesting worlds. Like Wistodia, Wand and Sword. I personally thought the series was okay, but the magical setting and action scenes this world gave us were definitely interesting to watch. Sorry, Wistoria fans, I don't have much else to say about the show, but I will say that it was better than Suicide Squad Isekai, because let's be for real guys, that anime was trash. The Witch and the Beast had an interesting concept and world, but it lacks any staying power as the anime focused more on this guy, exposition dumping more than telling a story. Damn man, did you like anything in this category or you're just gonna keep spouting hot takes? My Dear Friend Nokotan was not funny and Solo Leveling was ass. RJ, okay, I was actually wrong about one anime that I dropped previously. Trying to binge the original Spicing Wolf some years back, I got bored pretty quickly. But with the remake, I decided to give it the good old college try, and I fucking loved it. The dynamic between Holo and Lawrence is without a doubt the main appeal of this show, and although I'm positive I didn't follow or understand the economic methods perfectly, it was still fun to watch our cunning duo in action. Can't wait for more episodes. But when it comes to anime, there is one anime that knocked it out of the park. One show that reignited fans' love for classic fantasy stories, and it was done by the greatest studio anime has to offer. The anime about eating fantasy monsters for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't think I need to tell you about Dungeon Meshi's greatness, because once again, I already did. But my god, does it feel good to have a fully fleshed out fantasy world without the isekai bullshit. And although I do love Frieren more, I don't think our favorite elf has as good as world building as our favorite band of cookie weirdos, because I think Dungeon Meshi thrives on it more. From all the monsters you get to see, to all the meals they make out of those monsters, to the different races you get to explore in our main team alone, to the dark, more sinister story creeping its way from the background. Dungeon Meshi is an adventure anime through and through, and I'm here for the ride. As we go deeper into the dungeon, explore its creation, get some political drama, forbidden magic, and survival skills, all while learning how to cook your favorite fantasy monsters. It sounds weird, and that's 'cause it's awesome! Do yourself a favor and hop on the Dungeon Meshi hype train. Number 3. Hold on. What's this section about? Classic. Anime is no short of story concepts that will blow you away, and for the year this was, we still had some very cool ones that flew under a lot of people's radar. Like Nina, the Starry Bride, a twist on a classic romance trope of falling in love with the mean prince because our MC isn't even the real princess. She's a lookalike, because the real one died. Although the anime was incredibly fast-paced, the manga you can read at your own pace, so still check it out. Tired of romance? Oh, what about? Hear me out. Evil Power Rangers. Keep talking. Go-Go Loser Ranger, or Ranger Reject for us cool kids, is a story turned on its head, as we follow the villain's honor more than the hero's justice. Fighter D is tired of being beaten up by these knockoff Power Rangers called the Dragon Keepers, so he infiltrates their organization to kill them from within. One thing though, he's just really, really weak, so dude's gotta use his brain. The ending to the first season did fall off a bit, but here's to a second season coming back strong. JoJo's and Tokyo Avengers had a love child this year, the anime original Buchigiri, about 2 street gangs fighting with stands. It's a complete action comedy that will definitely get a laugh or 2 out of you, and history is gonna say these 2 were just good friends. Speaking of gangs, we have Yakuza Fiancé, the Can Anyone Match My Freak anime, about 2 Yakuza families coming together by forcing 2 prominent members into holy matrimony. This anime is as adult as it comes because they say the most messed up things so casually, everyone is living that gang life, and it's cool as hell. A classic shonen romance, Ranma 1/2, came back with a reboot that really shows you how fluid gender can be, because our MC is cursed to turn into a girl every time he touches cold water. Seriously, y'all, if you have not seen the 90s anime, this is one of the goats of anime rom-coms, and a perfect way to get into the modern franchise. And our honorable mention, Orb, giving us major Vinland Saga feels, being another psychological character drama about scholars trying to find the truth about how our solar system operates and evading the corrupt church. It sounds boring because it's hard to sell, but once you start it, my god, will you see the truth. But if there was one anime that was an absolute masterpiece but completely underrated, it's our number 3 spot. The show I like to call the Game of Thrones of anime. Yatagarasu takes you into this world where giant 3-legged crows can take human form. There are 4 houses within this mountain kingdom: the north, south, east, and west. Each one has sent a bride for the next heir to the throne to choose as his queen, starting a political drama the likes of which we rarely get in anime, expanding on this completely made-up fantasy world that looks like feudal Japan, but in reality is far from it. Action, strategy, gang wars, hidden birthrights. This anime has everything you need as the mystery unfolds each episode in a way you'll never see coming. I won't tell you anything else. Go into this one blind and thank me later. Truly, one of the best anime of the year. Number 2. Let's be real for a second. Level with me. I'm throwing all of these anime at you. Are you really going to watch them all? How many of them have you added to your list already? None, right? And I'm running out of ways to say this anime was good. Go watch it. I love watching all types of anime, but at the end of the day, what's popular is what's being watched, what's being talked about. You don't need me to tell you that The Elusive Samurai, animation-wise, was the best show of the year, elevating the mangaka of Assassination Classroom's manga to new heights. You've seen the clips and images online. Or that Look Back is the saddest story of the year, exploring the negatives and positives that comes out of having a passion for art. You probably saw the movie in theaters. Or that Windbreaker is the new action anime fans need as we watch our favorite tsundere delinquent fight his way into making new friends. Seriously, if there was a Fight Scene of the Year award, Windbreaker should take it because that anime was straight hands. Even shows like Yozakuda and Magical Mirror Magical Girls have dedicated fandoms, some smaller than others, but will still have people recommending them. You don't need me to tell you to check them out. You should check them out. I feel like I'm rambling on, but I have to bring up Kaiju number 8. Like, the 30-year-old anime fans need me to bring up Kaiju number 8. Again, I'm 27. I'm not 30 yet. And even our honorable mention, Blue Box, you don't need me to glaze because past RJ already has me covered. Yeah, but none of them got the number 2 spot. Guys, come on. My fellow weebs! You know who got the number 2 spot. Dandadan needs no introduction, as this is probably a lot of you guys' anime of the year, and you're probably looking at me sideways because I put it at number 2. And I can't blame you. From the gorgeous production to the lively and lovable cast, the premise that will get anyone to do a double take, and an OP that has set the community ablaze. The internet is not short on Dandadan appreciation. This show deserves the hype it's getting because it's good. Told you I was running out of ways to say this. It takes you on a wild ride where you don't know what's going to happen next and bonds you to a growing cast one arc at a time, and these weird occurrences end up being some of the most emotional stories you'll see all year. I have to once again repeat the reason why I love anime the way I do. Anime has the power to take weird concepts and turn them into the most impactful pieces of fiction, and Dandadan is a prime example of that. I know some people had issues with the first episode, and understandable, but trust me when I say, once you continue watching, this show will not disappoint. It even fixed a lot of the problems people have with other battle shonen like it. To both the female cast and romance being well written, just to name a few big takeaways fans got from this show. Dandadan's staying power is off the charts, as this anime has already cemented itself as one of the best this generation has to offer. But it's not number 1, is it? Number 1. If you're not new here, you know that I'm a huge slice of life fan, and if you are, well, now you do. But which one this year managed to beat out all the incredible titles in this video? Although I love them, it wasn't Mayonaka Punch, a story about a YouTuber finding a group of vampires and using them to reach 1 million subs. I need to find some vampire weaves. If you're a content creator, this show calls you out in the best way possible. Or Soshimin, a thrilling mystery about the mundane aspects of life that turns out to be a bigger plot than you expected, or even Oblivion Battery, my favorite sports anime of the year, that is an emotional comedy that explores the love for baseball even after one loses their memories. RJ, stop the suspense. It's going to be Jellyfish Can't Swim at the Night, a girl band anime that explored the struggles of talent and fame, and was really one of the most heartwarming anime of the year. I mean, everyone was saying it was the spiritual successor to A Place Further Than the Universe. Yeah, no, it's not that one.
No, huh? Then what?
Nina runs away from home and starts her new life in the big city of Tokyo, where she meets her favorite singer, Momoka. One thing leads to another, and Nina ends up creating a band with Momoka as she slowly falls in love with music. If this anime aired on Crunchyroll in the season it was supposed to, we'd be looking at the next Bocchi the Rock, probably even bigger because this is the better show. Yes, I said it. Jellyfish could never, and Bocchi is a second close, but Girls Band Cry is the true spiritual successor to A Place Further Than the Universe, considering the fact that both anime are written by the same guy. This is the best anime of the year, and I don't say that lightly. The entire score, from the OP, ED, and banger insert songs, never miss, and Toei's CG team animated this entire series so well that I thought I was watching a Studio Orange anime. But the best part about this show is the characters, more specifically how they interact with each other. You know people are close when they can jump off each other in conversation. Whether that is the bickering like a married couple, relying on each other at the drop of a dime, or easily voicing their opinions, it's a level of closeness I hope you've been able to experience with a friend, because in my eyes, if you can't do that fully, you're not as close as you think you are. This is the friendship displayed within the writing of this show, because you know through every argument these girls are getting closer, and their words come from a place of love. The dialogue alone keeps you invested because Nina is a brat, Momoka is a drunk, Subaru is a fake, Tomo is uptight, and Rupa is cunning as hell, but they love each other. Take all of that and add it to a story of self-discovery as this anime tackles the struggle of making the art that sells versus believing in the art you want to make selling. A problem every artist, from YouTubers to musicians to writers to actors, struggle with all the time. Do I make what I know will get me views, or do I make what I want and hope people like it? And the answer this anime original provides might be a little surprising to you.
Even with videos like these, I don't get as many views as when I just talk about one show. The algorithm doesn't want to see a best of the season or best of the year from me. That's why I stopped doing seasonal breakdowns. But I couldn't throw this series away.
Because I'm too passionate about it. And is it not my passion for anime, for creating videos that put me here in the first place? No, I can't have it all. Corners will need to be cut, but I can't give it all away either. And that's what Girls Band Cry explores. Passion versus fame. Which one is more important and which one is more valuable? More so than any other anime I watched this year, Girls Band Cry stood out because you can feel the heart and soul put into its writing as Nina and her band call out to those who are watching and even those who are not. I'm an artist, and this is how I want to be seen.
And that's Anime 2024. Did you like my picks? Did you agree with them? What are your top 5 anime? So much to talk about in the comments below. Just make sure you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Thank you to our patrons for supporting us, and also follow us on social media because we stream. Happy New Year to you all, and thank you so much for watching. As always, my friends, I'm RJ Lane, and this has been On the Rise.